Eve Sweetser is a professor of linguistics at the University of California, Berkeley. She received her Ph.D. in linguistics from UC Berkeley in 1984, and has been a member of the Berkeley faculty since that time. She has served as Director of Berkeley's undergraduate cognitive science program and is currently Director of the Celtic Studies Program. Sweetser has published articles on topics including modality, polysemy, metaphor, conditional constructions, grammatical meaning, performativity, gesture, and medieval Welsh poetics. Some of her more accessible work focuses on gesture, but her other research interests include historical linguistics, semantics, metaphor and iconicity, subjectivity and viewpoint, and the Celtic language family. She is currently taking a break from teaching at the university with a notice of sabbatical leave. In her office, she is no longer part of the faculty in the linguistic department as she can no longer be directed. In the linguistic page of her website, Partial Bibliography, 1990, From Etymology to Pragmatics, Metaphorical and Cultural Aspects of Semantic Structure. Eve Sweetser, Cambridge, England, New York, Cambridge University Press, 1991, From Etymology to Pragmatics, Metaphorical and Cultural Aspects of Semantic Structure. E.V. Sweetser, Cambridge, Cambridge University Press, Cambridge Studies in Linguistics, reprint edition, ISBN 0-521-42442-9, 1996a. Spaces, Worlds, and Grammar. Jill Falconer and Eve Sweetser. Editors, Chicago and London. The University of Chicago Press. ISBN 0-226-23924-1. Paperback, 1996b. Changes in figures and changes in grounds. A note on change predicates, mental spaces, and scalar norms. Cognitive Studies. Bulletin of the Japanese Cognitive Science Society. 3. Sept. 1996 Special Issue on Cognitive Linguistics. pp. 75-86. Japanese journal title, Ninchi Kagaku, Tokushu, Ninchi Gengagaku, 1997a. A Celtic Florilegium. Studies in Memory of Brendan O'Hare, edited by Catherine A. Clark, E.V. Sweetser, and Claire Thomas, 1997b. Lexical and Syntactical Constructions and the Construction of Meaning, edited by Marjolaine Vespoor, Ki-Dong Lee. Eve Sweetser, 2005. Mental Spaces in Grammar. Conditional Constructions. Barbara Danziger and Eve Sweetser, 2006a. With the Future Behind Them. Convergent Evidence from Aymara Language and Gesture in the Cross-Linguistic Comparison of Spatial Construals of Time. Rafael E. Núñez. Eve Sweetser, Cognitive Science 30. 1-49. 2006b. Looking at Space to Study Mental Spaces. Co-speech gesture as a crucial data source in cognitive linguistics. In Monica Gonzalez Marquez, Irene Mittelberg, Sienna Colson and Michael Spivey. eds. Methods in Cognitive Linguistics. Amsterdam, John Benjamins, 203-226. 2006c. Putting the same meaning together from different pieces. In S. Marmaridou and K. Nikiforidou. eds. Reviewing Linguistic Thought. Perspectives into the 21st Century. Berlin, Mouton de Gruyter, 2006d. Negative Spaces. Levels of Negation and Kinds of Spaces. In Stéphanie Bonifil and Sébastien Salbert. eds. Proceedings of the Conference. Negation. Form. Figure of Speech. Conceptualization. Publication du Groupe de Recherches Anglo-Américaines de l'Université de Tours. Publications Universitaires François Rabelais. 2006e. Personal and interpersonal gesture spaces. Functional contrasts in language and gesture. In A. Taylor, Y. Kim, and M. Takada, eds. Language in the Context of Use. Cognitive and Discourse Approaches to Language and Language Learning. Berlin. Mouton de Gruyter. 2008. Style and Patterns of Blending. Sweetser, Eve. Style and Patterns of Blending. October 19, 2008. Ninth Conference on Conceptual Structure, Discourse, and Language. CSDL 9. Available at SSRN. http ssrn.com. Abstract equals 1,293,687. 2009a. Miriam Bouvret and Yves Sweetser. Multiframe Semantics. Metaphoric Extensions and Grammar. BLS 35. 2009b. Karen Sullivan and Yves Sweetser. 2009. Is generic is specific, a metaphor. In Faye Parrell. Vera Tobin and Mark Turner. eds. Meaning, Form and Body. Selected papers from the 2008 CSDL meeting. Stanford CA. CSLI Publications. 2009c. What does it mean to compare language and gesture? Modalities and Contrasts. In Jiansheng Guo al. eds. Cross-linguistic Approaches to the Psychology of Language. Studies in the Tradition of Dan Isaac Slobin. New York. Psychology Press. 357-366. University of California, Berkeley. Department of Linguistics. Page on Yves Sweetser.